Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of NASCAR 25. We'll be doing two races as usual, and I'm just hoping that things start to get better because I've spent practically almost all my money upgrading one of the cars. So I am hoping that we get a good finish here. What's the next race after Las Vegas? I want to say Homestead based off of the schedule we did for trucks. Oh, it is Homestead. I remember now. I should have remembered that earlier. All right. Let's go racing. I'm also a bit upset because one of my recordings for the truck series was corrupted. I wasn't able to upload it. It was showing my race at Kansas and North Wilkesboro. Kansas.
Time to go, buddy.
I got my third win of the truck series, but I was really happy because I got
Let's put down a lap
3 wins in a row. Now, I don't know if I can get back-to-back wins here, but I did this as Austin Dillon. I think it was episode 10. But I'm confident that I have what it takes to do this.
Let's go.
Alright, just one lap around here. Gotta remember to stay close to the inside on the curves. But when you get on the backstretch, you wanted to go to the outside, because if you were to simply stay on the inside, that would require you to continue turning harder. That part's not good. The harder you turn, the slower your car goes. When you're on the inside, that's better for the curves.
Solid run out there. You did your best. We'll get you ready to charge to the front.
How do they do compared to the others? I got a 33.2. Justin Allgaier got a 31.2. All right. Well, gonna have my work cut out for me. It probably doesn't help, too, that I increased the difficulty once more.
10 away.
I did this in one of my episodes in Truck Series, well, a couple episodes, actually. Every time I finished 11th or worse, I would increase the difficulty by 1. So if I got 13th, I would have to increase the difficulty from 99 to 100. This time, I increased it from 95 to 96. Maybe I can still get a reasonably good finish, though.
Outside now.
I can't be behind all these other cars, though. I gotta move.
Clear up top. Outside now.
Yeah, you just stay on the outside. Let me take the inside.
Clear up top.
I really like Shane Van Gisbergen, but I really do not like his sponsor. I already mentioned this in Phoenix, but in case that recording gets corrupted and I can't upload that, then at least you have this one.
Inside. Clear inside. Clear up top.
Oh, I think I just heard someone hit the wall. Yep. I saw someone spinning out. It was a brief second, but I knew something was bad. And yes, I did put cautions back on the strict. You might have seen me do that in the previous episode.
Be ready.
After Coda, I switched it from relaxed to strict.
There's the green flag. Car outside.
I feel like I'm doing the AI a favor.
Stay low.
And I can't get enough of that Golden Corral car. That looks pretty cool.
Hold your line.
I am holding my line. Trying to, anyway.
Stay low. Outside.
I was hoping Jeb there in the 27 would push me. I guess he doesn't have what it takes.
Clear hot. Inside. side.
All right, I think we got an opening. Field's
20 to
starting to
go.
get wider now.
Outside.
See if I can...
3 wide.
Oh, yeah.
Car outside.
Yeah, this is good.
Clear low if you want it. Outside.
That,
now.
on the other hand, is not good. I
Clear
feel
high.
sorry for Brandon.
Yellow's out. Pit road is open.
Once again, I think I have to decrease the incident frequency.
Coming to the green.
My rewards plus
You're
app.
ready now.
I actually tried getting a job at Pilot. There's 2 stores about several miles from where I live along Interstate 78. You've got one little area called Perryville, but Pilot refers to that as Hampton. But whatever you choose to call it, you'll know it's a few miles west of Clinton. And a few miles further west, the other Pilot is in Bloomsbury.
1 high.
Bloomsbury's not a bad area. I went there once to film a freight train in 2019, and I've considered doing that again. I misread Harrison Burton's name for a second. I thought it said Hunter Harrison.
Outside door.
I think Sanchez overreacted a little bit there. His tires were smoking when I gave him that light bump.
Still there. You're all clear.
I thought he would have been okay. Like, he probably could have done a better job if he didn't put on his brakes or smoke up his tires.
3 wide.
Oh, he could probably still be in front of me for all I know.
Driver, that was your best lap ever.
Why, thank you. Close to the halfway point now. We just got to go around one more time and we'll start the 13th lap.
One outside.
I was hoping to get behind Jesse Love so I could draft him, but C. Kyle here didn't give me an opportunity.
Hold your line.
I could have taken it, but I didn't want to risk hitting him or spinning myself out.
One outside. They're outside.
Uh-oh. The way the 39 moved towards the 41 like that, I thought there was going to be a wreck. I'm surprised nobody spun. I am getting a bit of draft off of Jesse. Not as much as I'd like, but I think I'm in a good spot to overtake him, actually.
Halfway home, driver.
Halfway home, all right.
Car high.
More like car middle, depending on the part of track he's on. I mean, he's high now, but he was in the middle lane.
Stay low. Clear up top.
Like I said, you got to stay low in these curves. Now I should be able to pass Sheldon Creed. Passing him is easy. That guy weighs like 400 pounds. I mean, I know I'm overweight. I weigh 222 pounds, but at least I didn't let my body go like him. The guy looks like he eats 20 chocolate bars a day. Once again, like RCR, well, I mentioned RCR anyway, and I don't remember if it was when I was doing Coda in Phoenix or Daytona in Atlanta, but the Haas factory team, like RCR, has a stronger Xfinity team than they do Cup. I don't get it. All the success they have in Xfinity, you think they'd be able to get that in the Cup.
Still there. 10 to go.
Well, maybe now that they switched back from Ford to Chevy and have technical support
Stay
from
low.
Hendrick Motorsports,
Clear, clear.
that should help them. That was one of the factors that helped the team when Tony Stewart was the, well, one of the owners during the Store Haas days. In fact, Tony won his first championship with Store Haas in 2011. His only championship of that team, for that matter.
Stay low.
Although, if you count championships he won as an owner, then he also would have won the 2014 championship. But the driver that did that was Kevin Harvick. That was his first year with Store Haas, too. Well, we're closing in. Zilich has the lead. I think Justin Allgaier is still with him. I don't know who the other car is between Allgaier and Zilich. Yeah. Zilich is losing the lead. That's Alex Almirola. Okay. Not surprising, considering his success we saw earlier. All right. I think we put ourselves in a good opportunity, and it helped too that Zilich got stuck behind a lap car.
Car outside. Clear.
Now we just got to pass Almirola, and the lead is ours. Things really are turning around.
We're out front, driver. Outside door.
All right. Once again, a lapped car helped us there by slowing down Almirola. The color of his Supra is pretty cool, though. I like that.
One high.
The
Clear.
53 of Joey's Suitcase. I wonder what his team name is. I think I remember Joey drove... I don't know if he drove for Rick Ware Racing, but I feel like the 53 in Cup was a part of Rick Ware at one point.
Car inside.
Seeing Garrett move to the left like that, I was going to take the inside, but it just made more sense to let him have it. Rather than rear-ending him, I just thought I'd go to his right.
5 to go this time.
And then we'll continue drafting off of these lapped cars,
Car inside.
allowing ourselves to keep doing what we need to do.
Outside door. Clear outside. One outside. Clear outside.
I thought Jeremy would have seen me coming there.
Outside door.
Then again, I probably should have done the same thing I did earlier with some of the other drivers. Should have gone back to the outside. In fact, I'm going to do that. Oop, I still made a bit of contact with Josh.
Clear inside.
If he complains, we'll have him take over for TJ again. Well, I feel like that's what he would want me to do.
Outside now. Clear high.
At the same time, all the lap cars should stay on the right side of the road. My dad always gets angry about this when he drives on the highway. Every time he's in the left lane, he sees a car going slower than him. He tailgates them until they get out of his way. It's partially his fault, though, because he's always speeding. Like, he tries to go 80 when the speed limit's 55. He doesn't always speed, though. Like, if he's on a rural area, if he's on a small road that's not a highway, he'll follow the speed limit. Something about that highway, though, just ignites something in him. And he goes, like, really fast. I kind of do that, too. I mean, I know there's a lot of other people that do it. I mean, if I'm going to call my dad out for breaking the speed limit, I might as well be honest, too. I do that, too, from time to time.
One more driver, let's go.
But back to what I was saying.
Clear all around.
My dad gets angry when he's in the left lane and people are going slower than him, holding him up. That's actually a law in some areas. If you're going the speed limit or under the speed limit, just just stay on the right side of the road. Don't hold up people that are trying to get from point A to point B. I think that's also why part of Interstate 95 has an express lane. Like between the actual highway,
Amazing win. Great
you
work
have
out
a
there,
couple
driver.
of
You're
extra
unbelievable.
lanes. You might have to spend a little extra money on Easy Pass, but if you're willing to do that, you don't have to worry about people going slower than you. But this is great. Our first win of the season. I'm repeating what I did as Austin Dillon. I just hope, unlike Austin, I'm able to win a championship. Because when I tried winning a championship as Austin, I got 8th. Sean Bodine is winning over fans and becoming a household name. Really happy for Sean Bodine in victory lane. Just a racing incident with Sean Bodine. It happens. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to hit you. I'm glad you forgave me. I could get used to the Sean person. Thank you, Di. Bad form from Sean Bodine. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't good. I won the race, didn't I? And as I said earlier, when I bumped you, you overreacted. I mean, if you just kept your head on, you know, kept your head on your shoulders, stayed calm, you could have used the extra momentum I gave you, and maybe you could have won the race. I don't know why the screen flashed white like that. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. But because I won, we can decrease the difficulty back down to 95. Josh Williams didn't complain though about the accidental contact I made with him, so he's not going to be our spotter. We'll just go get things organized for Homestead. Let's see what we got here. I got some hits on different opportunities that could really help the team. Come to office and make choice. Damn, Rachel. What's funny is I know of another Rachel Miller. I'm sure this is just a fictional person, but there is a real Rachel Miller who's a voice actress. The only role I know she did, though, was Rebecca in the final years of Thomas and Friends. So let's see. Extra reputation or extra money? We got a huge opportunity for you to fill in on a Goodyear tire test, not an Xfinity car, a Cup one, but we've got you booked doing a full day of radio interviews for a new product release for a sponsor. Yeah, let's do the tire test. I mean, I'm probably still going to do a second season of Xfinity, but I want to try and get extra reputation while I can. All right. Mr. Wilson, you can finally join. Sorry I didn't do that earlier, but we did have to save money. Speaking of saving money, we might not need to do that. But we'll see what happens. Let's get rid of the worn parts here. After recording the previous episode when I was trying to upgrade one of my cars, I actually had to sell some parts just to buy the fourth thing, and I think I'm going to have to do that again. Level 2 and level 1. Let's get rid of that while we can. Oops, I meant to hit square. It goes a little faster. But I wish there was an option for you to sell everything at once, like in this section, rather than going to these different categories. Alright, so let me just double check. Alright, so I already know I don't have enough to get the suspension from level 2 to level 3, but that's not a problem. We can worry about that after Homestead. Let's just go out there and do what we need to do. I don't think we have to click on that message. We should be able to go racing. Some of your cars aren't race ready. Well, we don't have to worry about that. We'll fix it later. It'll still be in time for the race it's required to do. If I get another win here, hopefully I can get another sponsor.
We're up. Get out there.
I still say
You've got the right car.
we
Now
should
trust
be
it and
allowed to
drive the
have
wheels
more
off
than
this
one
thing.
sponsor in career mode. In fact, I actually remember when I was playing NASCAR Thunder 2002 last year, I was allowed to have more than one sponsor in career mode, and I'm going in the grass. God damn it. Tires are still at 100% surprisingly. I don't know how I pulled that off. Either I'm going too fast or I need to make the car tighter.
This is the one that counts.
If I get a bad starting position, then I'll make the car tighter. Even with difficulty decreased, I feel like I'm still going to qualify around 22nd.
Okay, shut her down.
All right, worse.
Good effort out there. We'll work on getting you better for the race.
And I'm still using level 2 parts, mind you. Well, I guess I do have to make the car tighter.
Time to go now. Fire it up. What do you need out there?
One good thing, though, is that if it gets too tight, I at least won't have to worry about the car getting loose when the tire wear starts to take effect.
One outside.
So once again, Justin Allgaier has the pole, but I have a feeling another driver is going to take the lead away from him.
Outside door.
I want to say Zilich, but I feel like somebody else might do it instead.
Outside now.
Hi, Blaine.
3 wide.
I thought you were a teammate for a second in the 16, but you're all right.
Stay low. Car outside.
See, he did something bad to me in
Inside.
Phoenix.
Clear high if you want it.
I have to pay him back for it. I feel like the guy's been bribed by Tyler Ankrum.
Outside door. Clear up top. Car high.
Ooh. I was only going like 1 mile an hour faster than the 70, and somehow he got a giant dent on his bumper. Who's driving the 70 again? Leland Honey. Oh yeah, the guy with the coolest nickname in the series. Or not nickname, but the coolest name. Leyland Honeyman. Alright, we're gonna work our way on the outside here. I was just saying that, TJ.
Clear low if you want it. Car outside.
Qualifying may not be my strong suit,
Clear
but there
outside.
is one thing I know how to do, that's drafting. Quite frankly, I am feeling positive I can try and at least pass the goal my sponsor set for me.
Clear high if you want it.
That was my fault, though. I was going a bit too fast towards Josh. I'm glad I didn't hit him this time.
Clear up top.
I wonder how Kaulig is doing this season, because even though they're still using Camaros for Xfinity and Cup, their truck season has changed from Silverados to Ram. In fact, I think Kaulig's the only team using Ram at this point. But they have 5 trucks making up their team, so needless to say, they should be getting their money's worth.
Outside.
But it kind of reminds me of Bill Davis Racing
Clear outside.
When Bill Davis was in Cup from 2001 to 2006, they used Dodge. But once Toyota joined the Truck Series in 2004,
Inside.
Bill Davis switched over to that manufacturer. Needless to say, Dodge was very disappointed.
Still
In
there.
fact, they even filed a lawsuit against Bill Davis because allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not, but Bill Davis was helping Toyota by giving them certain secrets that Dodge did not want Toyota to know about. But funny enough, when Toyota joined Cup in 2007, only 3 teams switched to that manufacturer, and they were all using Dodge originally. That being Bill Davis, as I mentioned earlier, and Michael Waltrip Racing. Michael Waltrip only started his Cup team in 2006, and I believe he had a technical alliance with Bill Davis Racing, which is why they also switched to Toyota. As for Red Bull, even though they didn't race full-time until 2007, they did try to participate in a few races at the end of the 2006 season. But since Toyota was not ready at that time, they had to do what they could with Dodge Chargers. Bill Elliott was one of the drivers, while A.J. Allmendinger piloted the 84. Even though Elliott did not race for Red Bull in the 2007 season, A.J. Allmendinger did. Again, I think Bill was just there to try and help them get a feeling of what they required until Brian Vickers came over. Because 2006, Brian Vickers was driving the 25 for Hendrick, but he wasn't happy with how, again, this may not be true. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard rumors that Brian Vickers was not happy with how other drivers were getting more attention than him. So instead of playing second fiddle to Jimmy Johnson or Jeff Gordon, he decided to join a new team that would give him the respect that he felt he deserved. Of course, he still had to race for Hendrick to the end of the 2006 season. That's why Bill Elliott was driving the Red Bull car for him. I'm really happy, though, that Red Bull Racing went out of business in 2011, or I think the team was called Team Red Bull. I was really hoping they'd never come back. I remember seeing a Red Bull logo on Shane's helmet when he won the 2023 Chicago Street Course. I never thought I'd see them come back to sponsor the actual race cars.
One outside. They're outside. Outside door.
I feel like making it tighter was worse, actually.
Still there. Clear high.
I thought with the tire wear I'd be getting, I'd be able to go a little faster.
Outside.
This is a little better. I mean,
High.
I remember in this section I was limited to 133.
Stay low.
But I really thought I'd be able to charge up to the front by now.
Stay low. Clear all around.
Allgaier still has the lead. He's starting to close in on me. Unless I can catch up to some of these other cars. Yeah, Allgaier's 2 seconds faster than us. I don't know what he did. I said this before, but I never actually considered trying it. But when I was making the car tighter, I noticed that if I hit R1, I would have more options to modify the car's suspension and a couple of other things. However, at this moment, don't know enough to make the right modifications, so
One high.
I need to do some research, see what other drivers are doing, see what other players are doing, and see what I can do to improve my
Stay
car.
low. They're outside. That's halfway.
Sorry if I hit my mic. I had to get rid of this itch on my face, and this is way too slow. That was my fault there. That's not the car. I just went on the brakes too hard. Alright, Allgaier went a bit slower. One of his lap times earlier was 36 seconds. I don't know why I was about to say 136. This is not Lime Rock. In fact, since we moved up from Truck to Xfinity, I don't think we'll be racing in Lime Rock anymore. But we will have a few more road courses to enjoy. I mentioned the Chicago Street Course. That's one of the races we're going to be doing. Not to mention Sonoma, Watkins Glen. We'll also be going back to the Rollable. And I also
Stay
saw
low. Clear high.
this other track called Portland. I raced there twice online, one on Xfinity and one in ARCA. I won my Xfinity race. It was just me and one other person. But the ARCA race, I got second. Only because someone thought it would be a good idea to spin me out. Luckily,
Outside door.
the other two drivers I was going against that were not in the lead did have a few penalties for cutting corners. Therefore, I was able to get back up from last.
Clear, clear.
And of the four drivers, I say I did all right. I didn't wreck anyone else to win. And even though I didn't win, I still got second. Matt Benedetto.
10 to go now.
10 to go.
Outside door.
Please listen to your spotter, Matt. Does he even have a spotter? Spotter's probably saying, watch out for the 64 coming up, and they're like, fuck him, I'm gonna throw a block.
Clear, clear. One high.
With a few of the cars spinning out on the road of Vegas, I'm surprised no caution has arrived yet. I guess that was my saving grace that helped me win, because the longer the race goes without a caution, the harder it is to gain spots.
Car high. Clear high if you want it.
Jordan Anderson, I don't think I remember that guy.
Outside now. Clear high.
Seeing the 32 made me think of another Cup team that's no longer with us, PPI Motorsports. Unlike Red Bull, though, I actually liked PPI. It was always cool seeing the Tide car, especially if you watch a certain race from 2003 with Ricky Craven winning after passing Kurt Busch.
They're outside.
In case you don't know what I'm talking about, it was the Darlington race. There might have been two races at Darlington in the 2003 season. I don't remember.
Outside now.
I do remember the finish very well. It was close, too. I actually thought Kurt was going to win. But he was actually okay with what Ricky Craven did. He pushed Kurt into the wall just to win. And even though some of the Roush Fenway guys were upset, Kurt was actually okay with it. You know what they say, rubbing's racing.
One on the bottom.
I actually thought I was going to
Clear inside.
do some rubbing on Jet Burton there. I would have rather just passed him clean. Kind of surprised, though. I actually got up to 18th. I didn't think I was going to gain more positions. But I see another opportunity here as we close in on Taylor Grayscale. Allgaier's about to lap us, though. I gotta see if I can hold him off.
Outside door.
Garrett Smithley, what number does he have? Oh, the 14. Yeah, I remember him.
Clear outside.
If I could hold off Zilic at Coda, I'm sure I can hold off Allgaier. Nope. He's gone.
Clear low if you want it.
Well, if he's going to lap me, maybe I can at least help him win.
Car outside. Clear high if you want it.
All right, Josh, out of the way, please.
Car outside.
Oh, someone's pitting.
3 wide. Clear outside.
I wonder who that was. Depending on what happens, I might have to pit too. Although I did say when tire wear takes effect, I would be more loose and I'd be able to go faster. On the bright side, considering where I started, getting up to 15th was not what I had in mind, but I am happy with what I'm accomplishing. Ooh, almost hit the wall there. I gotta be more careful. Yeah, I got a 39 and Justin got a 38. 13th? Huh. One of the cars I passed was pitting there. We got a few more cars pulling into pit road, including Justin. Wow. Okay. Maybe I might have a chance after all. I can just keep it off the wall here. Oh, wait. Almirola might have a chance to lap me now. He didn't pit. He might later, though. We'll see.
1 low. Clear bottom.
You should see the look on my face right now. Like I'm astonishingly surprised that this is happening. I think I finally made the right adjustments because I had the AI with their tire wear and fuel consumption set to 100. I think that was just to have them like go the full length. Like I think if you actually have it set to 100, then they have the same tire wear and fuel consumption that you do. Because if you leave it under 100, then their tire wear and fuel consumption lasts longer. Like that allows them to go further without pitting.
All clear.
Ross Chastain gave me a good run for my money though. Like I tried blocking him and he was able to use his brains to throw a good bump and move me out of his way. He didn't even hit me that hard. I'm surprised I got a big-ass dent on my bumper like that. Needless to say, he also helped me go faster than any other part of this race. Before getting bumped by him, the fastest I ever went was 153, but after he pushed me, I went like 160. Well, due to my challenge, because I finished 11th, I am going to have to put difficulty back up to 96. Why did I say 96? But every time I finish 11 or worse, I have to increase difficulty. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll win again in the next episode and I can decrease the difficulty back to 95. Not that again. That race wasn't easy, Sean, but I can keep it up. Well, at least someone's giving me positive compliments there. As is Anthony Alfredo. Kyle Sieg. It's tough racing against Sean Bodine. You know, Sean is willing to give you a nudge here and there. Well, you know, we talked about this before. Actually, I talked about this with the driver of the 16. I don't remember who that was, but learn the difference between intentional bumps and unintentional bumps. And at the same time, learn what bump drafting is. Because bump drafting, yes, you do hit a car on purpose, but it helps them go faster. Kind of like what Ross was doing with me, only he used it to give himself an opportunity to gain a few more spots. But once again, you know, I am not worried. I'm feeling positive about the rest of the season. I'm sure things will keep going our way. Until then, thank you. I hope you'll join me again in the next episode.